What is family Christmas? It's excitement, joy, hope. It's the anticipation that something new is going to happen, something you never expected or could have imagined. It's seeing love on a scale you know you couldn't have pulled off on your own. Family Christmas is a celebration of victory in Jesus. Because of a gift recognizing her spiritual growth, Joy Johnson was able to fulfill a dream of using her medical skills to serve the Lord in a foreign context. In September of this year, she traveled to Calcutta, India, and spent 6 weeks working at the Mission of Mercy Hospital. Family Christmas is the magic of seeing a wish fulfilled. Everything can change in a moment, like the lives of a family searching for a home. In 2018, the Cuero family was given the gift of a new trailer, and they've spent the last year making it a warm, beautiful home for their family. Family Christmas is a day that alters every day after it. Diagnosed with diabetes at the age of 3, Colin dreamed of one day having a service dog. Because of Family Christmas, Colin's new furry friend Luna allows him to be more confident and independent, and his family can rest a little easier. Family Christmas is a day of new beginnings. In 2006, Vaniel surprised Lindsay by proposing to her on stage. 12 years of marriage later, Vaniel, Lindsay, and their 2 kids are a vibrant part of FirstNLR. They've served as class pastors for 12 years and counting, and Lindsay serves on our board. Family Christmas is a recognition of the heroes among us, like Forrest and Barbara Hurd, who were honored for their devotion to young adult ministry in their later years. Though they are celebrating today's Family Christmas in heaven, their legacy lives on in the many young adults whose lives they touched. Family Christmas changes the lives of those who have given and those who have received, and it forever touches all our hearts. It isn't a service or a production. It's meeting needs, fulfilling dreams, demonstrating love, and showing honor. Family Christmas is the family of God, being the family of God.
There have been a lot of amazing moments. Last night, we did something we've never done before. We gave everyone in the room a gift of an empty box, and then we all formed a huge line and filled them with food and took Family Christmas outside these walls and to people in need around our community. We gave away in the last 24 hours over $100,000 worth of food. It's just super cool. And the stories are already just, I'm loving it. This is our 16th year of Family Christmas. The first year, our hearts were stirred with the needs of some precious people in our church family, and we decided to surprise them in our Christmas service. It was so meaningful, we decided to do it again the next year. Again, it was meaningful. A tradition was born. Now, I'm always cautious about traditions because when you start a tradition, then it's hard to stop. And you can get the place where you're just doing it because you're supposed to do it instead of because it's meaningful. But Family Christmas is still meaningful and effective, and it's grown. Individuals, businesses, families, ministry groups, almost all our connection classes plan and give to bless those in need and to celebrate difference makers in our church family. Even people from outside our church give and attend, both live and online, to be part of Family Christmas. Every gift you see given, all 4 services, was funded by an individual or group as a result of God speaking to their heart. Christmas is a special time. It's also incredibly busy, and sometimes I'm afraid that we get caught up in the rush and we miss what really matters. A wonderful antidote for the stress and busyness of the season is a return to the simple message of Christmas, the reason we celebrate. In the midst of all the lights and gifts and parties and food, what really matters has never changed. God sent his son Jesus to earth as a gift for all mankind. And because Jesus came to earth, we can be forgiven and free and whole and healed. We're going to give away a lot of gifts, but no gift can ever equal that. From my earliest Christmas memory, my dad always opened the big green Bible and read the Christmas story as we sat around the living room. And after Dad read the Christmas story, we'd open gifts. As a kid, I was convinced that my dad intentionally read it slow to just make us crazy. Now that I'm an adult, I know he did that. So I'm going to do it a little different. We're not going to wait until I'm done reading for gifts. Instead, we're going to open some gifts as we read the Christmas story. So today, from the books of Matthew and Luke, we're going to read the Christmas story, and I reserve the right to interrupt. Emily, you want to start us there in Matthew chapter 1, start us with verse 18.
This is how the birth of Jesus Christ came about. His mother Mary was pledged to be married to Joseph, but before they came together, she was found to be with child through the Holy Spirit.
Which would have been a disaster. And in Bible times, a single mom, that wasn't normal, and you had no way to provide for yourself and your kids. We love our single moms. Today, after the 11:30 service, we are hosting 212 single moms and their kids for our annual Christmas lunch. It's a lot of fun. All right, keep going, Emily.
Because Joseph, her husband, was a righteous man and did not want to expose her to public disgrace, he had in mind to divorce her quietly. But after he had considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins.
Mary and Joseph were obedient, and as a result, they were used by God in his story, his son sent to earth. And God still uses obedient people. I want to introduce you today and invite him to come to the stage to a joy-filled, obedient servant of God, Craven Moore. Come on up here, Craven. He's in the balcony. Run, Craven. Don't fall. Cautiously run as fast as you carefully can. I just heard a thud. There he comes. Come on up here, Craven. Good to see you. All right, move over that way because I know you well enough to know you're going to try to be looking at my script, and the answer to that is don't do it, son.
I'm not a Christmas cheater, bro.
All right. Craven and his family have experienced some difficult circumstances. They get by, often just barely. Life's challenging. You would never know it by watching Craven. He is full of happiness and joy. He is in the class of 2025. Here's what one of his class pastors, Jennifer Womack, said about him. Craven is one of the happiest, outward-focused people, loving, respectful, energetic, and fun students I've ever met. He's incredibly humble. He doesn't care about being the center of attention. He wants others to feel important. Pastor Gary said, Craven loves to play video games a lot, but he's always willing to give his controller to someone else who wants to play. He also has a wonderful servant's heart. If there's a project that needs to be done, a mess that needs to be cleaned up, or someone who needs help, Craven can always be counted on. Craven makes our student ministry in this church better because of his faithful, kind, and loving attitude. Craven's also a faithful volunteer in the production ministry. Craven, I want to tell you, you're a joy to be around. I love you.
Thank you.
This church loves you. You model some behaviors we want every student to have. It's my joy to present you today with the Young Leaders Award. It says Young Leaders Award presented to Craven Moore in recognition of your ministry, faith, integrity, and commitment to being a lifelong follower of Jesus Christ, December 15th, 2019. Congratulations, Craven. All right, Craven, we also have some gifts for you. First, a selection of music from People and Songs. It's a bit of a theme. Then I just got to tell you, this kid eats more than Parker. More than Parker does now, more than Parker did then. And it's epic. And so we have some perfect gifts for you, Craven. First, we have a giant basket of giant candy. So let me just show you a few of the things. You have a Snickers bar.
This is the biggest Tootsie Roll I've ever seen.
Yeah, the world's biggest Tootsie Roll. The massive gummy bear. Twizzlers are my favorites. So massive Twizzlers. A Rice Krispie treat. The giant Hershey's Kiss is awesome. I just heard his mom yell, "He's going home with you." We're going to sugar you up, Craven. And then Craven's family, I think, would fit the definition of food insecure. They have food, but it's sometimes a challenge. So we have another gift for you here today that you can share with your family. We have a $100 Domino's gift card and another 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 $100 Domino's gift card. There you go. A little pizza. Then we have for you, there's only 4 of these in existence. This is a card for free reality meals for the entire year of 2020, every Wednesday night. You get to eat. And I understand that it also will entitle you to 1 item of candy with that meal. Yes. Then I also have for you a gift certificate for all reality activities for 2020, including the deepening. And then we were at a party. Which party was that? Reality staff party a couple weeks ago, and Craven asked if he could take the extra gifts home so he'd have something to give his family. And but we knew we had this. This, Craven, is for you to go shopping to buy gifts for your whole family. A $500 Visa gift card. Cindy's being a mom. She said, "Don't lose that." And then we have some gifts for you to open, Craven. So bring them out here, guys. And I don't think I have to tell him to open them fast. Go for it, baby. Yeah, just keep ripping stuff open, man. Sweet, sweet hoodie. Yeah, just you just throw stuff. You open, we'll clean. Can I have a little gift opening music? Pastor Brad or Joseph, you can just give me a little, Joseph, come up here. Well, that's good looking. Sweet, sweet Sperry's. Love it.
She's not gonna like the first one.
He said that candy thing will be gone in one day. Probably less than a day. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, those are sweet. Sweet kicks. I wish y'all could hear the commentary going on right now. Just open the gifts, Craven. Sweet. That's good looking. I'm glad you're not slow, son. I mean, this is a wardrobe. I live in sweats, Craven. I would wear sweats on Sunday morning if I thought I wouldn't cause an uprising. Yeah, I got you. Shirts. Man, you're getting a whole new wardrobe. Sweet jacket. Very sweet jacket. A waterproof. He said, I think that'd be a waterproof one. Yes, it would. It's waterproof. New jeans. 3 new pairs of jeans. Awesome. You're doing a great job. Craven, what's in your pockets? Stand up. Empty your pockets.
That's all I got in my pockets. You can't put them back.
Give me those. Get that out of your pocket. Give me all those. What in the world? We'll put those in your candy basket. See, you thought I was kidding when I said he eats a lot. It's unbelievable. Oh, that's sweet. More shirts. All right, 2 more boxes. Yeah, you're going to need man, this is like a wardrobe redo. Cindy's giving him little lectures up here. And if you could hear the interaction with Cindy and him. I should have put mics on you for this. You don't have to rip off every piece of paper. Open the box. Oh, more cool clothes. Oh, very sweet. Sweaters. All right, Craven, stay right there. I have one more gift for you. Turn around, face the crowd. This is a gift from Kayla Hilliard at Wicked Salon for a haircut a month this year. And then, here's what we're going to do. You got all those clothes. Kayla is waiting. We're about to do a Craven makeover right now. All right? So, I want you to go with Pastor Gary or with Nick. You're going to go with Nick. I'll put this with your gifts. And we'll see you at the end of the service, Craven. Hey, Craven, listen to me, son. Look at me. She's cutting your hair the way I want it cut. Understand? Good with that? Okay, see you in a bit. You don't know how bad I wanted to surprise Parker with that a few years. Tammy Leaker's going to take pictures of everything, so we'll have the whole process. This is going to be fun. All right. Let's pick up the story again in Luke chapter 2. Who is Ashton, would you read with some speed?
Yes.
Thank you.
In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world, and everyone went to his own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea to Bethlehem. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people."
And that's a key part of the story that's often missed. The angel said this will be for all the people. This wasn't just a birth announcement. They were also announcing a new theology. This is the first hint of the plan of God. One of the first moments where we find out this is all people. Every soul matters to God. And I want to introduce you to a lady in our church who beautifully lives out this value and invite her to come to the platform with us, Susan Strickland. Hey, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Have a seat. It's all right, we got lots of Kleenexes up here. When I came to FirstNLR, now 27 years and 9 months and 14 days ago, Susie was one of my key volunteers in kids' church. It was a sad day when she and her family moved away, but thank God they came back. Susie and her husband, Paul, were part of the core of this church, involved in many areas of ministry and service. They also reached out to and loved many of our pastoral team members and our families. When Paul was diagnosed with a brain tumor, Paul and Susie responded with faith, grace, and a deep trust in God. And we all learned about faith in the face of tragedy. Paul said this in an email to me. Right now, my main concern is the spiritual impact this will have on my circle of influence, family, coworkers, doctors, especially Adam and Michelle, their children. Whether this ends up in a miraculous cure or the short fight the doctors are predicting, I think I'm ready to accept either answer from God with trust, intact faith, and I hope praise. Whatever it is, I want my reaction to it to have the maximum kingdom impact on that circle. Susie's faith is so solid, so simply trusting, that I don't think anything I do or disease does could shake it. And Paul was right. Susie's faith has remained solid and strong. And this next chapter of her life is filled with love, reaching out, and caring for others. Susie's favorite place of ministry is Reality Student Ministry, where she is loved by her students and by our staff. Susie, in recognition of your love for others and your faith example, I want to present you with the Every Soul Matters to God Award. Here's what it says. Every Soul Matters Award in appreciation to Susan Strickland. Thank you for faithfully serving and loving people. You're making an eternal difference, 2019. She said, you really can't see a thing. Nope. Welcome to my life. I should have also given her the Chicken Enchilada Award. When I was fighting my weight so bad, Susie was on the team helping me. Also, Susie, in honor of Paul, we're building a church in Burundi. And not just any church, but the kind Paul would have been drawn to, a very strategic church. I got this email from Nate Lashaway, our missionary in Burundi. He said, one challenge facing the church in Burundi is the unexpected rise of Islam in that nation. Because of Burundi's governmental policies and treatment of its dissidents, the World Bank, World Monetary Fund, and other aid agencies have withdrawn their support in Burundi. This has forced Burundi to seek elsewhere for loans and aids. One such rising partner has been in the Middle East, who've gratefully accepted to help Burundi as long as they can be free to teach Islam and build mosques unhindered around the country. In the past few years, there's been an explosion of mosques across the country in a normally non-Islamic nation. Last year, to help in the church planting campaign, we purchased a strategic piece of land in the regional capital of Muyinga to give the Burundi Assemblies of God Fellowship a foothold in that previously unengaged part of the country. A simple structure was built, and they began to hold services. Now the Muslims have moved into the region, are in the process of purchasing land just a few hundred meters from our church property. Because of recent changes in building regulations, because our current building is not a permanent building, if the Muslims build a mosque first, we will lose our ability to utilize that property. It's a race. The first one to build their building gets to have a place of worship. If there's a church, there can't be a mosque. If there's a mosque, there can't be a church. In honor of Paul, that church is being built as fast as we can build it. This is a picture of them just beginning the work on the land there in Burundi. And they are building the church as fast as they can, and there will be a permanent place of worship there in that key capital in honor of Paul, and a plaque hung in the church in honor of Paul Strickland. Susie, we also have some gifts for you. Of course, a selection of music from people and songs. Yeah, you better believe it. I love it. And since you work with students, we felt like this was a really important gift. So we want you to open that.
Cool shoes for kids, huh?
Now, it will require a little explanation. These are the latest, greatest cool sneakers. Okay? And now let me explain something, because this could be challenging for you. This is a collaboration with Off-White for Nike. Off-White is a high-end sneaker company, and they're super hard to get. But see this green tag?
Yeah.
This always stays on the shoe.
Okay.
If you take that off the shoe, it's no longer Off-White. It's just everyone will look at you and be like, why did you ruin your shoes? So yes, seriously. So Parker just said you must leave it on. So when you walk, that tag is there, because that tag is a signal to everyone, I am cool.
Okay.
Yes.
And they match my hoodie.
Absolutely, they match your reality hoodie. And since you mentioned that, these are, yeah, they're silly amazing. I want off-white so much. And then, since you mentioned that, we have for you a collection, bring it out here, Parker, a collection of one-of-a-kind reality gear that no one else has. We have pink, we have whatever color that is. Plum, she said. We have whatever color that is. That's something. What'd they say? Mauve. That is yet another color, shade of blue. This is shade of blue or green, seafoam. This is gray. I got that one. Yep. Welcome to my life. And then this is, what color is that, Parker? Rose.
Rose gold.
And then we also, Pastor Parker has created this limited edition reality hoodie
Oh, and my favorite.
that on the sleeve says, P.S. in honor of Paul Strickland. And we not only have one for you, but we have for you 20 of that limited edition hoodie in all sizes. Here's the fun thing. You get to give them away, and you get to choose who to give them to. So that means you'll be selecting 20 students, and every other student you'll be rejecting.
Probably 20 circles.
She said there's probably 20 Stricklands. There very well may be. Susie, Paul was a inspiration to all of us. And you, in this season of your life, have been inspiration to us and to our students. And so the students of reality have written a few cards to you as well that I'm going to recommend that you read later, not right here, right now, because it'll take forever. Susie, we love you, and Merry Christmas. Proud of you. Love you very much. All right, now we're going to circle back to the Christmas story. Let me kind of give you a little summary here. Some angels came, they sang, it was very stunning. The shepherds went, and the baby was born. Okay? Now let's go to Matthew chapter 2 and verse 1. Ashton, you just want to keep reading? You're doing well, so stay with it here.
After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him." After they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen in the east went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
We no longer bring gold, frankincense, and myrrh to Jesus, but we still give him gifts. Our time and talent, our worship, our money, our love for and ministry to others. We all have a gift we can give. And I want to introduce you to a family that has very little, but gives a lot. And invite them to join me on the stage. Tony Perry and his kids, Annalise, Liliana, Jeremiah, and Hannah. Cindy and Sheriff are already crying before we... I love these guys. Come here, beautiful. See me. I love you. Love you, kiddo. Tony's a single dad who's had a difficult journey. He's disabled and on a fixed income because his back was seriously injured in Iraq. Tony has come a long way from the man he once was. In his younger years, Tony was involved in gangs, didn't make good decisions. That lifestyle led to his incarceration in 2002. Tony was facing charges that carried a total of 300 plus years in prison. But by the grace of God, he only spent 3 years, and Tony was saved in 2004 while in prison. Tony was in a car accident which resulted in surgeries that ultimately led to an 8-year addiction to pain medication. But Tony's been sober and free from opiates now for 4 years. Congratulations. Awesome. He's an active member of Celebrate Recovery, attends church and connection classes every week. Tony is not the same man he once was. His walk with the Lord, his involvement in his recovery has completely changed his outlook on life. As a single dad of 4, Tony has many struggles. Putting food on the table, keeping a roof over their heads, having reliable transportation has been difficult since the accident. But Tony doesn't let that stand in the way of his children attending church as often as possible. When there's something happening at church, Tony and the kids are here. His vehicle recently died an ignominious death, and he's just borrowed vehicles and got rides to get here because he knows how critical spiritual growth is for the kids and wants a better life for them. When we talk about food insecurity, this is the kind of precious family we're talking about. And I know sometimes you get tired of me talking about bringing groceries to church. But there have been weeks that those groceries have been the key for them having enough food. Just a few days ago, Tony wrote this on his Facebook page. This year's holiday season has been more difficult than the previous 38 combined. Please pray for me and the children. The truth is that life can and does hurt at times, sometimes a day, sometimes for entire seasons. I have much empathy for those who have suffered in pain. And then Friday night, Tony's dad unexpectedly passed away. And so a difficult season became more difficult. Tony, I want you to know, God knows where you are, and he knows what you need. And you have a church family who loves you. We have some gifts for you, but I want to pray for you first. Parker, would you lead us?
Lord, we thank you for Tony's decision to follow you and to be faithful in obeying you,
Yes.
and leading his family in a walk in a relationship with you. Lord, I pray that your blessings and your peace would continue to fall over their family. Lord, I pray for health and healing. I pray for strength. Lord, I pray that in the moments when he's discouraged, you would remind him that you're watching over him, that you're taking care of him. Lord, I pray that you would protect him and the kids. Lord, protect them from harm, protect them from distraction. Yes. Lord, I pray that you would continue to wrap your arms around him. And Lord, I pray that you would just be with him during this time. This time of loss, this time of grief. Lord, I pray that you would just give him comfort and peace, that you would supernaturally minister to him during this time. And Lord, I pray that you would just continue to walk with him and be the center of his life and his family's life for the rest of their lives. Lord, we thank you for having your eyes on him and watching over him. Lord, we're grateful to you. It's in your mighty name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right. We've got kids spread out. Everybody find your own place on the floor here. Hannah, you don't have to be on the floor. You stay here with me. That's good. All right. Each of you find a spot here because we got some gifts for you, and we are about to do some mad Christmas opening fun. All right. Listen to me. You got to open fast. You can go ahead and start, baby. Open fast, and then like the wrapping paper, just throw it in the direction of the crowd. And we've got Royal Rangers who will come pick it up, and just start opening gifts. Yours are coming, man. Sorry. I promise, there's gifts coming. Okay, Hannah, start opening. Maybe, hey, and then when you open a gift, hold it up, show it to the camera, and we're just going to do this fast, and we'll kind of walk around and help you and show people what you got. And Ashton, you can show people what you got there. Joseph, I need some gift opening music again. And, you know, just like when people are shopping, if the store wants them to linger, they play slow music. If the store wants them to kind of, the music is. Oh, Fortnite Nerf gun. That's sweet. That's going to be fun for the family. Oh, you got to open it up. What's in there? The music's, oh, check it out. Wait, will you try that on for me? Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Socks and gloves. What'd you get? Kitchen stuff? Hairstyling stuff. How's it going here, Anna? Yep. Oh, underwear. Yep, don't show that. We don't want to warp people. Oh, man, Hannah. Just a massive box full of clothes. That's awesome. Wow. Jeans and shirts and sweatshirt and more jeans, 3 pairs of jeans. It's awesome. Oh, Jeremiah, I want to see that. Oh, yeah. That, if that doesn't scream family fun, I don't know what does. More clothes for Hannah. Of course, a teenage girl. Lots of clothes, sweaters and shirts. And, oh, look at this, Hannah. This is pretty sweet. I'm all about that one, Hannah. I would wear that. More clothes, awesome. Hannah, you know what? I bet it's clothes. Oh no, it's boots, sweetness. I'll hold them up and show. Very cool. With fur, but it's fake fur. We love animals. Whoa, what are you opening there, kiddo? Oh, the world's biggest dollhouse. Oh, my goodness. Can you turn that around, Ashton, so people can see it? Parker, maybe? Parker said it weighs a lot. Wait, that's Hannah's gift. Don't open Hannah's, open yours. Yours is right there. You're doing great, Hannah. I completely love that. The funny thing is, I saw somebody wearing that in the airport last week, and I knew we just got it for you, and it made me very confused. More shirts, sweats. this gift here also, Hannah. Hot Wheels. Oh, that was my favorite thing when I was a kid. Believe it or not, they had Hot Wheels then. You notice how Joseph changed the rhythm of the music then when we were... All right, then for all the kids to share, oh, more sweaters. More sweaters for all the kids to share. Here's another gift that you guys can open together. We're letting JJ open it. Awesome. It is a Nintendo Switch. And Hannah, go over and open that big one over there. Well, he's opening those things. That is a big screen TV to play the Switch on. And then Hannah, I have one more gift for you here because teenage girls are hard to buy for. Couple $100 so you can buy whatever you want. And then I have a series of gifts here. All right, here we go. We have, Hannah, for you, a card for free reality meals for a year and a certificate for all reality activities and free deepening for this next year. For Jeremiah, I have a certificate for you for all SLAM activities for the year and fully paid kids camp as well. Liliana, also all SLAM activities, and you get to go to kids camp as well. And then I have for you, Tony, this certificate, free gifts, free meals for the entire family at CR for 2020. And then also some music from People and Songs. And then Tony, a group of people who love you very much, got you this gift as well. And you just have to look over this way. All right. Then Tony, our friends at McClarty Toyota have also helped us out with a 1-year full warranty on it, plus 3 years of free oil change, tire rotations, all those kind of things. And then I have for you a $50 Shell gas card, and another 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 $50 Shell gas card. Then we have one more thing for the whole family in the trunk. How do you open the trunk? Somebody tell me. Oh, here it is. Check it out. It is piled with every kind of food. And then in addition to that, we have some refrigerated food and stuff that we didn't want to put in the trunk because then, well, Tony and kids, we love you. Merry Christmas. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Love you, baby. Yes, you may. I love you, honey. I love you, baby. All right. Well, one more thing. What did I forget, Ty? Tony? Also, one more thing. Nick Pierce, where you at, Nick? Stand up, Nick. Nick is literally a world-renowned tattoo artist. He's been on LA Ink, and his Christmas present to you, he's going to cover up all your gang tattoos so they're no longer there. All right, now I know you think I forgot. I didn't. We're skipping a little more story. It's great. That's Christmas, yeah. All right. We have 2 before pictures of Craven. Before, put the before picture up, please, Craven. All right.
And then
Craven. Here's the mid haircut picture. All right. After his makeover, Craven, come on down here. Let's see it. Yes! Craven, you look awesome, dude. Turn around in style, man. Sit down, Craven. Tammy, you've been here taking pictures. Come here and sit down for a second. Since you're already up here, Tammy's a single mom, raising 2 boys. She has had struggles and trials, but has maintained her joy and her ministry through it all. She leads Junior Bible Quiz. She helps at every special event. Tammy, you're such a blessing to us and to others. We have a very special gift for you today. Pastor, go with Pastor Tyler, please. Let them get it in before you open it there. All right. Open it up, Tammy. Does that mean you said yes? You want to show off the ring there, Aaron? Can we get a close up here? And ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce you to Tammy's fiance, Kevin, and our newly engaged couple, Kevin and Tammy. God bless you and have a Merry, Merry Christmas.